Hello, I'm Rodrigo Hernández and I'm going to talk about the history of aerial, maritime and terrestrial transport. I'm going to start with maritime transport. It began in the prehistory when the people needed to live near the coast. The first aquatic vehicle was made with wood and it was moved with oars. Many years later, in the old age, the Romans began to use sails in the transport. Now the air boosted the ship. After of this exist many kind of boats like sailboats, um, galleys, carvers, etc. The uses of the ships were changing. Now the people use it to go fishing, in battles, for example against pirates, to make business or transport persons. In 19th century, when the Industrial Revolution began, the sailboats were replaced for steamships. After of these technological advances, the modern ships appear. This boat has a powerful motor, and and the fuel is gasoline or diesel. One of the last aquatic transport is the submarine. It can surf on the water and it be used to explore the ocean. Another kind of transport is the terrestrial transport. Like aquatic transport, terrestrial began many years ago in the Neolithic, when old men invented the wheel and applied it to their needs. The first application of the wheel was the cart. It was a good vehicle with two wheels, and it was moved or pulled for one person or an animal or an animal like a horse or a donkey. In the Middle Age, the bicycle appears. It was composed for one seat, two wheels, one pair of pedals, and a handle. This model, the bike, it has been evolving until our times. The bike has one variant. This variant has motor. It's called motorcycle. In the first version, the motorcycle it worked with steam. Nowadays, the fuel is gasoline. In the Industrial Revolution, it was invented the railway. It used it to transport persons a large distance. Now we have one variant of the railway, the subway. The difference between the railway and the subway is that the subway is underground. Then the car was invented by Henry Ford, and this model has been evolving until our times. Nowadays it exists many trademarks like Volkswagen, Ford, Nissan, and luxury trademarks like Ferrari, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW. And the last kind of transport is the aerial transport. In 18th century, the Montgolfier brothers invented the hot air balloon, and in the next century, the dirigible overcome the hot air balloon because it was the first aerial transport that can be controlled in the air. But this invented cannot be compared with the next technological innovation. It was the plane. With this vehicle, the people began use. With these people began to use the transport to transport persons, and in the Second World War, they were used to bomb enemy cities. Now, we use the airplane to go to other further cities. One of the last aerial transport is the spaceship. The first time that it be used was in 1962, and the USA sent it to the moon.